our honored guests, the AmCham board president, vice president, and other AmCham board members, government officials here from the US government, the Kenya government, representatives from academia. Good morning, everybody. So we are here to talk about a topic that looks technical on paper, but is a deeply human topic in real life. Because when supply chains work, people don't think about them. But when they fail, it shows up everywhere, on factory floors, in prices, in jobs, and in household resilience. So when we talk about supply chains today, we're really talking about three things. Firstly, the jobs our wananchi and citizens rely on. Secondly, the competitiveness of our industries. Thirdly, whether our economies can stand firm when the next global shock hits. Over the last few years, we've all felt the cost of fragility. When one link breaks, everyone downstream pays the price. Business, government, and ordinary families. So we are not here to chase a headline. We are here to do practical work, to build stronger, more reliable US-Kenya supply chains, the kind of stability that attracts serious investment, supports long-term growth, and creates real opportunity in both our countries. And the timing of today's conference is not accidental by any means. Across the world, supply chains are being reimagined, the old maps are being redrawn by geopolitics, by technology, by the energy transition, and by a clear push for resilience. So the question for Kenya and for our partners is no longer whether this shift is happening. The real question is, where do we place ourselves on this new map? And what will we as Kenya be known for? To answer that, we have to face one hard reality, that critical minerals are now a strategic imperative. Mining is not just an upstream activity. It's a foundation of modern life. It's why our phones exist, why your computer runs, why factories run, and why the lights come on in the morning. For the United States, the numbers explain why this is a priority. There's a study that was done by the CSIS that quoted the US as being 100% reliant for 12 of the 50 critical minerals identified by the US Geological Survey, and over 50% reliant on another 29. Meanwhile, China is the top producer for 29 of these minerals. But further, China refines 40 to 90% of global supply of several key minerals. Now, for those of you who attended the reception yesterday evening, the Deputy Secretary spoke very well about this particular imperative that we have. And the key thing is that this is not so much about what is in the ground. It's also about processing. It's about standards. It's about traceability. And it's about trust. That's why when we say critical supply chains, that particular aspect of our economy sits at the intersection of economic resilience on the one hand, technological leadership, and national security, all at the same time. Now for Kenya, This moment creates a serious opportunity, or an opening if you may, not just to participate as a country, but to actually compete. Can Kenya be known for that place where projects move, where policy is predictable, where standards are credible, where infrastructure actually enables industry, where talent, the great talent that we always compliment our country for, is available, and it's the reason why we have academia here today, and where partnerships actually deliver. And that matters because in today's world, capital does not just look for opportunity. It looks for certainty. Capital does not just look for opportunity, it looks for certainty. I was hoping for a hand clap there, but it's fine. It's a Please, go ahead. So that is why the US Embassy and AmCham Kenya have convened this platform today, bringing together leaders from government, business, and universities around 3 practical areas: critical minerals, transport and trade systems, and making it easier for companies to do business. We will not solve everything in one day. However, we can be concrete. If we do our job well today, we should leave with 3 things from this gathering. First, a minds to market view of what it really takes to compete. Not just what is in the ground, as I've stated, but the enabling backbone that ensures that the transport and logistics, the power and water, and the credible PPP investment models actually take root. Secondly, an investment pathway that reduces friction. So a clearer sense of which reforms matter most. So serious, investors can actually move from interest to commitment, and projects can move from paper to execution. Thirdly and lastly, a skills and innovation agenda we can all rally around. Because the value chains that we're talking about are built by people. It's the engineers, it's the geologists, it's the environmental specialists, logistics professionals, and so on. And our program rightly puts this industry and academia collaboration at the same table. So today, we've structured our agenda in a way that we discuss infrastructure first, then investment that is required, then the talent that will enable it. And later on this afternoon, we will have 2 focused roundtables designed to produce real, actionable recommendations. And so I want to close with a simple invitation to us all. Please, let's be candid. If there's a bottleneck, name it. If there's a policy gap, be specific. Be very specific about what the policy gap is. And if there's a project that becomes investable, with the right structure, let's put it forward. And so on behalf of AmCham Kenya, thank you all for being here today, and also want to thank the US Embassy for their partnership behind this convening. Thank you for being here with seriousness and intent. Welcome to the conference. Let's get to work. Thank you very much.